Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I just want to simply and briefly talk about profanity. Now, why in this particular case? Well, a few weeks ago, as me, my mother, and my dad were still celebrating my birthday, of all things, with our first of hopefully many trivia game nights with my favorite trivia board game that we got a few years ago. My mother started to tell stories from my childhood when I was a kid, at a time when I definitely could not remember for the life of me exactly what happened in those days. And as we were playing the trivia board game, and we got to the category of pop culture and movies and TV shows and whatnot, as well as famous celebrities and whatnot, my mother, it wouldn't be the first time that she told this story, but that particular instance, she recounted how when back when I was a kid, like a toddler or something, around that point in time, I found myself watching, of all movies, John Carpenter's The Fog on DVD at the time, and according to her, I was really impressionable, and I eventually discovered this myself, where every time I'm watching something on the TV, I'm usually impressionable, and I end up saying, I usually mimic, I usually parrot whatever the TV is saying at that moment in time, and you can probably guess where this is going at this moment in time right now. John Carpenter's The Fog. I would not watch it again for years on end, primarily because of this particular incident. But according to my mother, there was a lot of profanity in it, a lot of curse words or cuss words or whatever term you want to use to describe bad words, for instance. And it happened so often that one thing led to another. They tried to hide the DVD away from me, and then I would end up finding it and then watching it again. This would go back and forth for some time until my parents, especially my mother in this case, decided to have a conversation or two with me about this particular thing. That she explained. She probably did not explain it this way, but from what I was able to recount as she was retelling the story, that there are some words that you're going to say that are going to be good and positive in life, but there are also some other words that are going to be really bad, and you're never going to be allowed to say them, regardless of what the context is. Some words are just considered bad; they're considered cursed, or whatever superstitious feel they have to them and whatnot, and you're never allowed to say them. And and of course, push came to shove. Eventually, as the years would go on, I would find myself not saying any of those bad words for a long time when I was at elementary school. But when I started getting to high school, it started to become just a little bit more common because as you get older, you start forgetting the little niceties in life. You know, you start forgetting good etiquette and good manners and whatnot. And I feel like that's something that everybody goes through, even if you're a good, so-called kind-hearted, religious individual. Eventually, you're going to stub your toe one day in your household, and you're going to blurt out a bad word that hopefully God doesn't hear you say, you know. And you know what? Of all the bad things a person can do in life, I'm pretty sure uttering a bad word isn't going to be the end of the world, you know, or at least that's what I always thought. But over the years, I've also come to realize that profanity itself, because they're so weird and taboo, like words that we're never allowed to say, for some reason I always found them hilarious. You know, I always found it funny for people to say those kinds of words, because every time my mother would actually utter those words out loud every now and then, not all the time, of course, it would always tickle me pink, and she would always get a laugh out of me getting tickled pink about that as well. So if anything, profanity in that context, it is bad. It's still bad, but if it's cheering me up, then of course I'm still going to watch movies and TV shows that have plenty of it. So the only difference this time is that I've learned a lot from being a kid. I'm not as impressionable as I used to be, and lessons were learned, and I don't really do that anymore these days, you know. every now and then I catch myself parroting whatever I'm saying on TV, but not to the extent that it gets out of hand. So basically, there you go on that. And with that pretty much being said, that was a pretty short story of what I of profanity and what I think of it personally, and how I came to not say any of those words over the course of my life and whatnot, and pretty much that's it on that. Uh, and with that all being said, my name is Jacob Carlson, and this is another video of what's going on so far in my life. Please, if you want, like the video, comment something you like or don't like. If there are certain profane terms, bad words, curse words, cuss words that you may or may not find funny yourself, please let me know down in the comment section down below, and so that I can see what you have to say. Please don't be shy. Press the red subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a future upload on my YouTube channel anytime soon, and all that good stuff. Please share the video with all the people you know and love in life, on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I will always ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and as always, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves out there. Stay warm, stay cool, stay safe, wherever you happen to be in the world. Bye-bye.